All right, welcome back. So in this video, we just gonna make a quick one for just creating a not found page, which is going to look closer to our app. So back in the documentation, if we go back to project structure here, we have what I showed you earlier before, or the tab level folders, the app folder, which we're working on now. Then you're gonna have all your tab level files. We work on right now we can skip all of that, but in the routing conventions and the routing files, so we work in the root layout and our custom layout. So we did the dashboard layout for our app as well, and we also work on the root layout. So here you could also go back, read a little bit more and expand more on this. But I also wanted to show you on the next one we're going to work on. We're going to work on the not found. And these files, they need to have the same names. We're using TypeScript, so it'll be that TSX. But here we can create a not found page, which is going to be showed if the user navigates to a page that is not found, like we saw back when we type something in here that doesn't exist, and it shows you this. So let's go and create let's close all these folders here for now. And on the app, we're gonna right click a new file. I'm gonna type not-found.tsx. And inside of the page here, we're going to, let's go back here. And we're going to, right now it's failing because now notice we have a custom one, but we don't have anything in here. So let's do export default function not found return. And here we're just going to do a div, and the div, what happened to the closing div? Running a little bit slow. Let's have another div here that we're going to have a div that is going to say 404 in here, and then we can just do an h1 that is going to say sorry, page not found. Save it, and now we can see that it has more of the styling that we have on the page is being rendered now properly. And we're going to basically add another section down here, another div, and in here we can just have a link, and it did an importer for me, but I'm gonna say get back home or something like this inside of the link, and I'm going to have the href pointing to just / and let's import link from next link. So link should be good there. Let's save it. We can see it here. And what else? I think that's basically of the content we're gonna put here for now. All we gotta do here, so it doesn't matter now if we go back home, we see the home page, feed page, dashboard. But if we go to something that even in here we go to some other page, it's still gonna show you the not found. So let's just style this a little bit so we can show it a little bit better to the user. So let's do to this div, let's add a class name of a font dash mono, so, and then text dash 4XL, really large 404 maybe. In here I'm gonna say it's gonna look like it's kind of broken, so the mono font will help signal, hey, we're in a page where you're not supposed to be or something. So that's fine, we can keep it like that. And then this could be just a div if we wanted to. Thing h1 doesn't matter. I'll keep it in H1. That's fine. And then to the next div, all we're gonna do is just put a little bit of space here on the top first. So class name, margin tab, and -10 maybe. Push it down enough. And then to the link here, we can do class name. And then we can use the link class that we have defined back inside of the global.css. We can add it to the link, and when the user hover over this, it will apply the CSS. We can go click here, it's gonna go back to the home page. So basically this is all we're gonna need for the pages that we're gonna be working on, at least so far in the application. So I can close all this up because in the next video we're gonna start working with our Supabase, and we're gonna create an account and we're going to set up the database. So before we get there, I just want to give you a quick review of everything we did. We have so far created a new Next.js application. We're using the app router. So we have a app folder, or you might have an SRC and then the app folder in there. And in the app folder, any folders that we create, these are going to represent different paths. So /feed, it will be this route that we created here. So it's a folder routing type of navigation that we have, and then a page.tsx needs to be inside of these folders that are going to create the segment, and that page is what is going to be rendered when the user navigates to /feed. We also work on the layout, root layout, in order to render our header component that we created in our components folder, and the navbar is rendered inside of the header component. And then we have a nested layout for the dashboard. So when the user goes to the dashboard, there's going to be a different layout. So kind of like a sub menu type of thing you can do right under this. I just did it to the side just so we can have maybe some information here, and then all the links that the user can go to. And then we have our settings page inside in here. So this is a nested segment or nested route. So we have /dashboard. And if we click on settings, we go to the settings page. We also did a little bit of the metadata. Metadata, just going to add information about each page. So we started from all the way from the root layout, and we added some template for our root layout. So this is kind of like a placeholder here that we're going to be able to pass some other information here from another page. And we did this in order to be able to allow the user to see the page they're on. So you can see the inside of settings and which app they are inside of. So it just looks way nicer than just having the settings page, and displaying both will give it a different look that you will see in many other different pages or other applications that you will see out there. So basically, we also have a custom class inside of our global.css. If you see that we use that one inside of the not found pages now to style the link, this is the custom link class that we created in here. And we also apply some CSS to the body in general here. So I just kind of like did this overview because some people would like to jump in different videos, and that way if you're starting from this one, you have a better understanding of everything we have done so far before we jump to working with the database, which is going to be Supabase, and we're going to get started in the next video. Again, I'm going to link some of the Next.js documentation so you can read through the information here. If you're kind of new to Next.js, everything is very different, but is super, super nice when you use Next.js. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video so we can go ahead and start adding the database to our application. So skip this here, go back to the homepage, and I'll see you in the next video.